Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World stream. It is the late night stream, and we're farming up for charms on the PlayStation 4. Tomorrow we'll probably be playing on the PC, for those of you who are wondering, because every time I do one of these streams, people are like, when are you going to be on the PC next? When are you going to be on the Xbox next? Tomorrow we'll probably be doing PC. Up in the right hand corner you can see the online session ID. Please screenshot that if you want to. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm out. And let's see, let me pull up my list. I have a list. Here we go. I believe the last thing we worked on was the handicraft charm. We call this powerful fast because the charms are one of the main things that make you powerful. So you've got the Witcher armor set, can help you in the early late game, and then of course you just move straight into the Draken armor set when you have enough decorations. Then you start putting your charms together. See, when it comes to decorations, those are RNG, right? But when it comes to charms, not so much. You can craft the charms you want, and this could be really useful for getting you the skills that you need. So we're done with handicraft. We're done with weakness exploit. It sounds like we need maximum might. Yep, we need a maximum might upgrade, and this means fighting Xeno'jiiva. Let's go see exactly what parts we need from Xeno'jiiva. How's it going, guys? Running along. Let's get over to the smithy. What a busy day, man. We're back to the snack fund, by the way. I went out and I bought a Google Pixel 3. That is the cell phone that I purchased. I don't even have a SIM card in it yet, but I'm using it for the camera. Thank you to everyone, by the way, who made those donations before I purchased the phone. They really helped. Let's go ahead and choose upgrade equipment. Looks like we need 2 Xeno'jiiva tail and a dragon core ore. Oh my gosh, dude. Always needing dragon core ores. Alright. 2 Xeno'jiiva tail. 2 of them. Let me think this over. 2 Xeno'jiiva tails. Trying to decide whether to do Arch-Temper Xeno'jiiva, because I probably need him on this account. Do I? I don't know if I need Arch-Temper Xeno'jiiva. Let's see. You need 5 tickets to make the full Xeno'jiiva set, but really you just need 4 tickets, because 1 piece on the set is terrible. Here it is. Oh, we need 1 more ticket then. Yeah, 1 more ticket at least. Assuming the Xeno'jiiva armor is upgradable, which I bet you it's going to be. He's such a unique fight. So we're going to start out with a... Oh, where is it? Moth to the Flame. And to be clear, people are going to have to be well geared for this fight, okay? This is not a carry session, so you do have to be well geared for this. Alright. Our goal here is to get another ticket, but also to get 2 Xeno'jiiva tails. Who do we have? We have Epic. He's got the Glutton. It's a great choice, actually, for this fight. Asuna. How's it going, Asuna? Asuna's been playing with us all day. Asuna's got a great build in Alpha with Emperor's Cane Sticks. This will probably do fine, actually. He's missing a level of weakness exploit. If you can get that last level of weakness exploit, obviously that'll be a big improvement. But he probably doesn't have it. Alpha withdrew. We're going to change our equipment. Went to Kulvrath legs here. And then what do we have? The Exploiter Charm. I want health boost 3. 1. Tell me I have... Do I actually have... Do I not have it? Oh no. Wait, here we go. Here we go. They're already in armor pieces, that's why. Alright, health boost 3 is on. And we got room for 1 more thing. I don't know what to do. Probably... I'd say Dragon Resist, but I think we have plenty of Dragon Resist. But we don't have a lot of anything else, so maybe we'll just go Dragon Resist. Oh, I don't even know if we have Dragon Resist. It looks like we don't. Alrighty then. Let's make it... I don't know. Let's make it Gobbler. Gobbler's nice. Dragon Resist of 14. Alright. So we got Sylvia instead here. Sylvia with the Sarah Coil Bender. That is the Diablos bow. I can't talk. Diablos bow. Okay, that makes sense. He's gonna do a Dragon Piercer build. I don't really know how good that is. I guess it's going to be similar to Pierce ammo. I honestly don't know if that's going to be a good option, but we'll give him a try. Why not? Let's go ahead and have this Elemental Moxie. Thank you, whoever used a voucher, by the way. All right, and we'll hit ready up. Let's go. Noah Fan says, better chance of getting tails from regular Nergigante. I agree with you. What we're doing here, though, is we're going to get that last ticket. We got a ticket that I'm missing, and we'll see if we can get 2 tails in this one run. If we don't, we'll also run the fast Nergigante. Easy Nergigante. General, this rack says, fun fact, I suck at Gunlance, but I'm amazing with Charge Blade. So hopefully my team can attempt to cut the tail. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember their loadout now. They might be able to cut the tail. I believe Sylvia's Dragon Piercer actually does deal sever damage, if I'm correct. Remind me if I'm wrong on that. Oh, I thought somebody was using wide range. All right, let's get in there. Go ahead and drink this. Go, 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 go. How do I join the Uwu squad? James went in. James, if you want to join the Uwu squad, you do have to have Uwu in all of your auto shoutouts. That is a requirement. Like, you actually have to do it. Alright, let's get that tail. Hammer actually does extra damage to the tail, if you didn't know that. Ah. An idea for Master's Touch Rebalance. You don't lose sharpness after 5 consecutive critical hits, reset at non-critical hits. Yeah, I don't think that would change much, to be honest. I think that would actually be fine for a lot of weapons. All you'd be doing is you'd be making it so that you would be making affinity even more valuable, but essentially you'd be getting the same outcome. There might be a few weapons affected by that. Most of them will not be affected, because you can reach 100% affinity. Get that tail, guys. God, we're hitting him in the heel. Oh, I hate that thing. Oh my god. The wings. Alright, there we go. Oh. That was so bad. Ouch. Piercing pod, piercing pod. God, dude, I just can't hit him. He's so ridiculous. Some weapons have so much trouble with this guy, and then other weapons will find him, like, absolutely easy. Oh. Woo. Imagine having 2 characters. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ouch. Luckily we have lots of dragon resist. I'm just not landing any hits right now. It's really sad, actually. Look at that. Nothing. Oh my gosh, man. It's a good thing somebody's hitting him. Nice. Nice, we hit his tail too. Nice, we hit his foot again. We're getting more damage on him while he's airborne. Oh, we'll take it. We'll take it. Up. Don't want to get slammed by the tail. Gameconomist, are you going to spend another 2,000 hours on Iceborne? Of course. I'd expect nothing less. Acting as if you broke her horns off. What? What are you talking about? Oh my god, the tremors, man. Oh my god, I'm just missing everything. Whiff after whiff after whiff. Nice. Tremors. Whew. Come on. Tremors. Oh, how did that miss? Oh, this is like my worst Xeno'jiiva run ever. There we go. Oh my god. Nice. Nice. We got a lot of headshots in there. Do you think me and my friend can join? Asks Nadir. It's always first come, first serve for these sessions, so you're welcome to join if somebody leaves. But yeah, if it's already full, I'm afraid I can't really boot anyone. That wouldn't be fair. Oh, it still hit me? Jesus. Stop moving. Oh, I thought that was his tail. Oh, good interrupt. Sylvia got beat up there. Woo. Careful, Sylvia. Those were cluster bombs. I think somebody was interrupting to protect Sylvia there. Those are the kind of teammates you want. Teammates who are aware of what's going on. Alright, this move is always highly punishable. Ouch. Don't you think the bow is too overpowered? Huge damage, range, status, mobility, and more stun values than the hammer. Oops, I just got hit. I don't think it's necessarily overpowered. It's also a very expensive weapon to use. And it requires a lot of management. Like, you actually do have to dodge through things, you know? For it to deal decent damage. You have to manage Constitution, right? Hammers don't have to manage Constitution at all, currently, in my opinion. Like, yes, you use a little bit while you're walking around with the charged hammer, and that's about it. Oh, come on, man. Stop moving. tremors all day, man. Ah. Whoa, nice job. Let's get that tail. As soon as there you go. Nice job, guys. Do you think longsword is overpowered? Yes. Longsword is definitely overpowered. Excuse me. Having a drink of water there. I think I just pulled a piece of cat hair out of my mouth. Ugh. Gross. I'm gonna have a hairball. I think that let me put it into a different perspective. Hold on. So you guys are asking the wrong questions. You're asking, man, is bow too strong? Is longsword too strong? What you guys should be asking me is, does the lance need a buff? Yeah, lance needs a buff. What about gun lance? Well, they just did buff it. So gun lance just got the buff it needed. Does hunting horn need a buff? Yes, and they're buffing it. So that is the question you should be asking. You should never be like, oh, the bow's just too enjoyable, right? It shouldn't be, the game shouldn't be thought of that way. If the bow's doing good and it's fun and it's challenging, then the bow's in a good position. And the same can be said for the longsword. So I don't really consider them overpowered. This isn't like PvP. Monster Hunter World is not PvP. I just think that the other weapons could use maybe an improvement that makes them feel more in line with the bow and the longsword and honestly the heavy bowgun. Heavy bowgun received a nerf on the clusters. That was actually a nerf that was needed. You know why? Because with clusters you barely needed to think. Clusters actually needed a nerf. Clusters, you just sit there with your temporal mantle and your rocksteady mantle and the monster dies. But with the bow, to do high damage, you actually have to aim pretty well. You have to manage your stamina really well. Your build has to be really kind of risky, right? It's kind of like an all-in build. Cluster bombs weren't like that. So you have to be careful about how you think of it as overpowered versus maybe relative to the other weapons as overperforming. And if it's relative to the other weapons, you just change the other weapons. So I hope that's a more meaningful answer than what I gave at first. Godtear Boy says, dual blades need a buff, not longsword. Dang it. New member, Jeremy. How's it going, Jeremy? Thanks for joining, man. Hey, there's that Shuckle. Oh, I think I have my volume down. Oh, I did. I hope I didn't miss any other donations. Any other notifications. Oh. Oh, it hit me. Oh my gosh, I thought I was just outside of it. I guess I wasn't. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Whoa. Whoa. We lost a Xeno'jiiva. That's okay. I got my tail part, so that's really all I needed from this fight anyways. I'm gonna get hurt by this. Oh, almost. I think that was damage to his chest. Nice. Let's get this big bang out. Man, those are some big damage numbers. 472. It's big plus the attack rate. That's what's so impressive about Big Bang. God, dude. Such short range. Ouch. Alright, he's wrapping things up. And I'm dead. That move is actually, you know, it's actually killed me a few times. His finishing beam, whatever that is, he has actually gotten me a few times with that. I think that move's more dangerous than I initially thought. When I see that move, what I normally think is, the fight's almost over. But I don't normally think of it as, be careful, you're gonna die. Yeah, I don't normally think of it that way. And I think I'm gonna start thinking of it that way. That finishing beam's actually, it's only in one spot ever at a time, right? It's a moving beam. But you get kind of overconfident and think, that won't hit me. And then it just does. It's just like, oops, I guess it did hit me. Punched Biscuit said, thinking of getting a gaming PC. Nothing crazy, only $800, but I'm excited to make the jump. What are your thoughts? I have a gaming PC, and I use it less than the Xbox and the PlayStation because Iceborne's coming out on them first. Other than that, if you enjoy gaming PCs, you will probably like it. I don't know. I don't have too much of an opinion, actually. I own all three, so it's hard to have an opinion. Maybe it should be the other way around. Maybe I'm supposed to have more of an opinion. There we go. Ooh. Guess what happens to Gameconomist when he carts? I don't know. Improvement suggestion. Knock this RNG thing on its butt. Where are my friggin' hero streamstones? 12 tempered Aura and 2 Nergigante just today and still nothing. Ah, that sucks. Here's a hero streamstone right now. Shining streamstone. The trick is to play all 14 weapons, and then every single streamstone becomes valuable, by the way. Thank you very much, everyone. See, I needed to cut the tail. I didn't even bring a sever weapon with me. But that's okay, they got it. Alright, so the next thing we need is a Dream Core Ore. And we unlock one of those by playing Tempered Investigations. So we're going to play a Tempered Investigation next. TGC's closet doors open, and a faint view of Handler's smile can be seen inside. What the hell? Antonio Molina says buff hammers, KO, and big bang damage. Ooh, whoa. I won't complain if they buff the hammer. Actually, I think the hammer's doing fine. Can I join clan? In order to join, you must have ooh woo as your auto messages. That is the rule. What are we doing next? We're going to post an investigation. That's what we're going to do next. Here's a Kushala D'Ora with 4 rewards. But how many people can join? Faint 2 times. Okay. We're going to do this one first. Alright. We're going after that Dream Core Ore. We're very close to getting the Max Might charm. We want that charm. It's a good charm, honestly. Okay, bring those in. What weapon needs a nerf or a buff? Cluster bombs needed a nerf. That was for sure. Yeah, cluster bombs. Cluster nerf was totally needed. A buff? Dual blades. Dual blades. Switch axe. Switch axe needs like a mobility improvement, in my opinion. If you don't give it a mobility improvement, then you just need to expect that you're going to be knocked around more often with that weapon. And that means you need something like some other benefit, like temporary rock steady or something weird like that. Jump over to the canteen. Yeah. Dual blades, dual blades, switch axe. Hunting horn's already been buffed. Gun lance has already been buffed. So lance after that. Trying to think any others. Maybe light bowgun. It depends on how you buff it. Light bowguns, I say, is in a pretty balanced position, but it could probably be improved in some areas. The thing is that the heavy bowgun puts it to shame because the heavy bowgun is so powerful, but the heavy bowgun has issues with the mobility, so it's not quite the same. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. You give up mobility when you use heavy bowgun. Really, the way the heavy bowgun is designed is how the gun lance and the lance should have felt. You're giving up mobility, but you're trading it off for something awesome. Instead, it just feels like you're immobile on the gun lance and the lance, and you do terrible damage. That's it. Which is not a great feeling. Let's go ahead and have the meat platter. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I don't really mind who joins for the tempered investigations. We just need to win them. Mink says, a woe and uwu and other forms of this furry leet speak for I'm plugged and ready, generally asking for some kind of yif. What? What are you talking about? Yarf. Yeah. I'm going back to that. You know, Sword and Shield also could use something. Sword and Shield could use something to make it feel more distinctive from the other weapons, in my opinion. Notice this bulge. Greatsword is the greatest and easiest weapon. Greatsword's in a really strong position, I'd say. Yeah, Greatsword's fine. Actually, what am I doing over here? Jump up over here. Should have gone to the second camp. Oh, there's the first yawn. That's what you get for playing at night. What you doing there, Kushala? Oh, you got me. Ouch. Ouch. Gotta get mounted real fast. Oops. God dang it, dude. You flashed him and he just kept attacking now. When your teammate resets his attack animation. So he gets to attack twice in a row real fast. Oh. KO'd. I think you should move even faster with dual blades. Uh-oh. No, we're fine. My biggest complaint with dual blades is that its most powerful move is kind of like, it kind of does all the work for you. That's my biggest complaint. The demon dance, you just kind of stand there and watch. You don't really, you don't really participate. Ra is king. What? Oh God. Ah, the roars. I tried the poison greatsword once. I'm sorry. God damn, dude. Oh, the windshield. Let's take this off. What new ammo type would you like to be put into the game? Ooh, great question. Maybe an ammo type that arcs similar to the cluster bomb but actually requires precision. So like with the cluster bomb, you just kind of land it in the area and it's fine. Imagine if you actually had to hit the monster with it, like precisely, you know? So, yeah, something of that nature. Gosh. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they took the cluster bombs and turned it into something like the boom shot from Gears of War. You guys remember the boom shot? Oh, thank you. Someone flashed them, but I know we have a limited number of flashes, so that's the only problem. Oh, God, I hate the aura. He's such a terrible fight. How would you guys like to fight this monster who's constantly flying? Nope. No, I would not, please. But yeah, like the boom shot from Gears of War, where it is a big projectile that fires in an arc, and then it's a big explosion at the end of the arc. But you actually have to land the bullet. See, they could have just turned cluster bombs into that. Cluster bombs currently, they're like an actual mortar. And it's like this long, heavy mortar. And it's cool, you know, you can do that, but I feel like the level of interaction with cluster bombs are actually very low. I don't know. I don't know. If Capcom made me a dev, I promise I'd make the game fun. I've been playing games for so long, you have no idea. Playing games my whole life, pretty much every single day. Have we not mounted him yet? Feels like we should have mounted him by now. Oh nice, he's down. There we go, there's a mount. Gameconomist, good morning. It's 11:30 a.m. here and I just woke up. Good morning, man. Alright, here he is. But nobody, one person has a light bowgun. He roars quickly when he stands up. Ouch. Man, why is this fight taking so long? Oh dear Lord. Lordy, Lordy, Lord. How can you play so many games and never had any interest in his stories? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm just, don't care about stories. Something, you know, it's the interaction in video games that I enjoy. It's not the stories. It's the interaction. Video games are interactive in a way that movies and books and TV shows are not. And it's primarily the interaction that I'm pursuing. Kushala Daora, the most boringest monster in the game. He flies, and he's worse than Lavasiath, honestly. Or Lavasiath, however his name is. I never get the name right. Oh, wow, that still got me, huh? Hey, how's it going, RKD? We make games. It's Alakazam, man. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, actually. RKD. Let's update the snack fund. You know, I was thinking about changing the way the snack fund works so that actually the highest donators can choose the actual like Pokemon that show up during a donation. What do you think? So currently those are just the Pokemon I like to see, but maybe I could like offer the I could offer to let you choose the Pokemon. It was just a thought I had the other day. Ooh. Actually, Minx was telling me about a Pokemon streamer who did something along the same lines, except you choose the Pokemon that he actually uses in the game. I thought that was a good idea too. That was pretty clever. Whoa! God, dude, the windshield. The windshield, man. This is a nice time to have Rocksteady, and I don't have it. Oh, he's down. That's KO. Let's go. Totally aim my KO or my Big Bang wrong. All right, we did some great wing damage. God, dude. King of Night says, Gameconomist, how you doing? Also, I watched your in-depth guide on invading, and I got some very useful information. Oh, you liked that, huh? That was a very long video that I made a long time ago. Yeah. Also, a really popular Dark Souls video I made was top 10 weapons for invading. Really loved Dark Souls. I was a big fan of that game, and you have no idea. I'm really looking forward to Elden Ring. Depending on how much attention Monster Hunter is getting, there's a fair chance that I actually take a break from Monster Hunter to play Elden Ring when Elden Ring comes out. It just depends. So like, if Iceborne has been out for a long time and it's cooled down, and Capcom's in the middle of developing their next, like Monster Hunter World 2, and they're like, yeah, we'll have it out in a week. Not a week, I'm sorry, in a year and a half, we'll have it out, right? If they're like that, I might actually go play some Elden Ring and take that on as a main game for a little while, depending on the popularity of it. But I have high hopes for that game. Come on, they got George R.R. Martin and Miyazaki both working on it. This is going to be good. It's going to be good. So I have high hopes for that game. FromSoft has the opportunity right now to be like arguably the most iconic game franchise, right, in 2020 or 2021. Uh-oh, am I too close? No, I'm not. Ooh, that's a big explosion. And I hope they do it, because we need good games. So many games now are just made so poorly, and I think that FromSoft has stood out because of its quality. Antonio Molina says, I'm a miss my Terreth Hammer sleep, but it's okay, we have the handler's beautiful smile. While Among Us says, Elden Ring won't come out for another 5 years. That could be the case. Hey, we got a Dora gem, sweet. Any tips on how to kill Lavasiath fast? Yes, I have a guide on fighting Lavasiath. I also have a guide for farming Lavasiath in the quest, The Names of Lavasiath. So all you would need to do is do a quick search on my channel. I have videos for both of those things. John Victor says, Pokemon Sword and Shield, give some attention to it. Well, yes, I will probably be playing that game. I've had time to think about it. I want to give Pokemon another chance. I told you the last time I played a Pokemon game was X and Y, and I felt that the game was feeling a little repetitive, a little outdated, maybe a little like they were scared to innovate, scared to take chances, and so we're gonna give Pokemon Sword and Shield a try on the Nintendo Switch, and I'll be probably giving it my rating, and we'll run through it and see what we think of it, and see what the audience thinks of it too. I'm a very picky grader, by the way, just fair warning. When I grade games, I'm usually pretty hard on them. God Terror Boy says, who would win, a hunter capable of taking down a giant elder dragons, or a wind orer? The wind orer, obviously. Halo Infinite 2020 is pretty exciting. Do you play Halo? I got into the Xbox because of the Halo franchise. Huge Halo fan. I loved Halo Wars. However, I felt that once 343 Industries took over the Halo franchise, it just became another poopy franchise, honestly. It just immediately became a forgettable franchise. And then when the Bungie team went on to make Destiny 1, it was an amazing game. Like, people they bitched about it in the first year of it, but the second year of it, it was objectively good. The Vault of Glass was always good. It was amazing, actually. It was one of the best gaming experiences I'd had in a long time. That's the original Bungie team making a good shooter. 343 Industries doing Halo is just kind of like, it's like if I sold off my YouTube channel and somebody pretended to be me. See what I'm saying? It's just not going to be the same. So, I don't know. Maybe 343 will pull a rabbit out of their hat with whatever this new Halo thing they got coming out, but I'm going to bet they're not going to. Drinking the rest of my water here. John Victor says, so rate Monster Hunter World, Dark Souls, and Smash 0 to 100. 100, 100, 100. There you go. No, I mean, to really rate it, John Victor, I'd need to sit down and analyze every important factor of it the way a regular critic would. For example, I think that Monster Hunter had a lot of problems with teaching players how to use the multiplayer. Also, the multiplayer design itself is really terrible. Like, I've been playing this game for over 3,000 hours, and I just made my first clan. And I don't even know why I made it. I just did. So there's a lot of weak aspects to Monster Hunter, and then there's things that Monster Hunter does extremely well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Mighty Charm. We still need a Dragon Core ore. Alright. That's alright. We didn't get one. Let's go down to the trade yard. Dark Souls 3 is one of the best games I've ever played. It's a really good game. And I've played a lot of games. And when I play a game, I usually play a game for a long time. I usually put a lot of time into it. Oops. Oh, not target. Special reward. There we go. Kushala de Ora. Come on, man. Give me a good one. Kieran. Give me friggin'... Here's Nergigante, but it's only 2 rewards. Oh, he's such a better fight. Let's do Lunastra. God dang it. I did not want to do Lunastra. Nope, not events. By the way, Moss Winin' and Dinin' is up for anyone who didn't get a chance to play that. That's a fun little thing. I'm not too keen on it. It's mostly just for people who need gold. I don't need gold at all. Even on this character, I'm not worried about gold. Monster Hunter also did a bad job with the HUD. Yeah, exactly. So, Monster Hunter has a lot of things about it that are rough around the edges. I also pretty fundamentally disagree with the way they did the reward system on Kofta Roth. To me, it was pretty obvious that they were stretching the game out because they needed to stretch the game out. So, it wasn't perfect. But the gameplay is really solid. Especially when you talk about the endgame monsters like Extremith, Ancient Leshen, Arch-Tempered Nergigante, Xeno'jiiva. I feel like Xeno'jiiva, he just feels a little less fun than the others because you fight him in the same area and he has a ton of health. Oh, wait. I didn't realize this was a 2-person fight. We're leaving the quest. Let's see if anyone has a quest up that I can join. Name's Lavasiath. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was 2-person only. Buy special rewards. Ah, heck, let's just do Nergigante. He only gives out 2 rewards. It was just pretty bad, but I'm here for the Dragon Core ore, not the special rewards. I mean, unless somebody else has rewards. I bet somebody else does. Here. Let's see if anyone else posts anything. Voucher. Yay, voucher. Oh, it's the Autumn Festival. Oh. Very good. Deluxe says, sorry to repeat the same question, but what do you think of Charge Blade in its position in balancing? I think Charge Blade is about where it should be. It does pretty good damage with the Sade, but if I understand correctly, they're slightly nerfing the Sade in the next, in Iceborne, and I think that would put it just about perfectly in the middle. I think that they could have kept Sade exactly the way it was, kept it as powerful as it was. I don't even fully understand how they nerfed it, but somebody explained to me that they nerfed it slightly. But it's a weapon that's difficult to learn and then very rewarding once you learn it. So I think that that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't see why not. All right, let's run up here. You know what game I miss? I miss oh, what was it called? Hold on, let me eat first. We'll just eat this. Oh, what was it called? It's turning into an old game now. Let me look it up real fast. The name Deep Space is coming to mind, but I know that's not right. Dead Space. Not Deep Space, Dead Space. Whew, I miss Dead Space. Yeah, it's sad that they I guess they didn't make enough money on the third Dead Space, but that's because I feel like they shifted away from it being a horror genre and into it being more of an action genre. It's kind of sad. After EA bought it. Thanks, EA. I don't know, maybe it's hard to keep a horror game going because people figure out all of the scares, you know what I mean? Balmain says Bloodborne, which was greater than Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 3, which was greater than Dark Souls 1. I kind of disagree. I think that having played Bloodborne now, I would have actually put Bloodborne. I would have gone Dark Souls. Actually, if you want to go by experience, I would say Dark Souls 1 was the very best one. I didn't play Demon Souls though, so I don't get to judge that one. That one may have come before Dark Souls. But I would say actually Dark Souls 1 comes before Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. That's because it was the most iconic because of how new the experience was. By the time you got to Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, you kind of already knew what you were getting, right? So it's in a similar vein, actually. We were just talking about Dead Space, how I suggested maybe it's hard keeping a horror game scary after people have already played 2 titles of it. It was the same way with games like Dark Souls. It's like maybe it's hard to keep that same feeling of newness after people have already completed Dark Souls 1. So mechanically, Dark Souls 3 is superior, but Dark Souls 1 is always going to be more iconic. And like I said, the only thing I don't have to compare to all that is actual Demon Souls, because I didn't play Demon Souls. I heard it was pretty good. I feel like people who did play it get kind of weirdly snobby about it too, though. Like, oh man, it was the best, man. It was the best one. And I often question, like, was it really the best one, or do they say that because they know that other people haven't played it? You know, it's kind of like being a music hipster. Like, oh, you haven't heard that music? That's the best music. I heard that music. I discovered it. But getting back on topic, Dark Souls 1, it was the most iconic experience of that genre. Basically the Souls genre, right? It was like defining for it, really. Let's just jump back off. But mechanically, I think that Dark Souls 3 obviously was a large improvement. And of course it was, because it came out much later. See what I'm saying? And then Bloodborne, I really did like it for its art. The art in Bloodborne is nuts. I don't know how they got it so good. They must have worked so hard on the art in that game. Like, you can't just easily make that. It is quite literally a work of art in a video game. Oh, nice interrupt. Nice interrupt. Yeah, Bloodborne had really impressive visuals. Can't imagine how long it took for them to put that all together. However, it did not have the same PvP quality that was in Dark Souls. I was told that Dark Souls is actually a much better PvP experience in the first place. Also, there was a certain lack of weapon variety, I want to say. All the weapons actually seemed strangely similar to each other. I know I used one weapon for the whole playthrough, the spin-to-win weapon, but I also did watch playthroughs of the game, and I believe that Dark Souls 3 actually had more diversity in the weapons that you could play with and experience. Actually, can we return or continue? I don't know if you guys want to continue. I'll keep doing these if you've got more. When Iceborne launches, what about doing the weekend's different streams like other games or subjects? Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll probably be very focused on rushing through Iceborne, the story, getting through it, and then focusing on changes in the game to understand how it changed. So my goal is to be well informed. As a PC player, after the events are gone, what will there be for us to do while waiting for Iceborne? Unfortunately, you will be allowed to watch us play Iceborne. There will be nothing, basically. So between... I mean, unless they secretly release another base game monster, which I don't think they will. They'll be like, here's another base game monster, by the way. I suppose it's possible. Arthur Clark, thanks, man. Nice. Arthur. That's a great name, by the way. King Arthur. Coming in with that heavy donation. There we go. We got the Dragon Court War. Now we can make our... We can finally make our... Oh, look. I got an artillery decoration. Friendship. Poison Coat. We can finally make our Max Might Charm. How's it going, Zach Alam? He says, love the content. As a dude in my 30s, I thoroughly enjoy your content and commentary. Keep up the good work. We're both in our 30s. We're at that age where you're definitely old now, but you're not real old. Angus Chen said, now I'm conflicted because I kind of don't want to be spoiled, but I also want to know. Lol. Yeah, I feel actually like, again, Capcom really dropped the ball not catching PC up to the consoles before launching Iceborne. I feel that there's a lot of PC players that are either just going to give up on Monster Hunter, they're going to just go away for a while, or they're going to just go away and not return, or they're going to buy the consoles to play it on the console. It's hard to say. I don't know what they'll do. I know if I was on PC right now, I'd be feeling pretty bummed that it's such a long wait. Because it is a long wait. It's beginning of September to January? Are you kidding me? That's like September, November... No, September, October, November, December, and then I'm guessing beginning of January. That's like over 4 months. I'll be a half a year older by the time it comes out on PC. Wallamunga says, when you parry with the rapier and then shot someone in the face with the bone-marrowed Evelyn. Alright, it looks like it's just Lily and me. Let's go ahead and return from Expedition. Sorry, Lily. Disc 1 Final Boss says, honestly, with the DLC, Bloodborne's weapon diversity is pretty good. There are far less weapons in Bloodborne, obviously, but each weapon is unique. I saw the weapons. I actually kind of messed with each one, and because they are in the style of Dark Souls weapons, I got the idea of them very quickly, actually, and I strongly feel that the Dark Souls 3 weapons were far more diverse. You know, being able to... Well, I won't go into full detail because this is a Monster Hunter World stream, but needless to say, you know, I don't think anyone's debating that Dark Souls 3 had fewer unique play styles. I think that Dark Souls 3 definitely had more. I think it was just... Dark Souls 3, in the end, felt like a larger experience? I don't know how to describe it. It's hard to describe. But most importantly, I felt that invasions were the key. The PvP in Dark Souls was the key to elevating it above the Bloodborne experience. Now, I didn't play any Bloodborne PvP, but again, I was told that it wasn't as good of an experience, and just from the actual playstyle, it felt like it definitely wouldn't be as good of an experience because of the way the dodging in the game was so brief and short, and I don't know, I just imagined myself playing PvP in Bloodborne and not enjoying it quite as much. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. I'm trying to imagine everyone running around with guns, honestly, and it's not something that gets me excited. You know what I mean? Like, yes, in Dark Souls you have magic, you have cleric, you've got crossbow, but all that's fairly easy to dodge. However, with Bloodborne, shooting out a pistol, it sounds like it could be really frustrating, having to fight somebody that way. Alright. And we're going to choose to upgrade equipment. Max Might Charm. Here we are. Oops, I didn't mean to equip it. What did I have on before then? The weakness exploit charm, right. Alright, so the Max Might Charm is complete. Let's see what else is on our list. Max Might's done. Apparently we're done with the ammo up. We're done with... Oh, there's the focus charm. I'm not too worried about the focus charm right now. Because you usually use the Damascus chest piece and then you're set. So artillery, health boost, divine protection. Evade window. We need Legiana tail webbing for evade window. That's not the most important one either. Let's see what's really, really good on here. Oh, the KO charm. Guard charm. That's pretty good. We have quite a few to go through. Man. It makes me appreciate how much work I had done on my Xbox account. Let's go for that KO charm next. It says we have to fight Radobaan. So let's go to upgrade equipment. Well, right here. That's defense charm. We don't care about that. Ironside charm. Actually, let's work on that one. Because this one's always pretty good. So Radobaan Medulla. We got to go fight Radobaan. Do we have a Radobaan? I doubt I have a Radobaan. Let's jump down here to the trade yard. Let me just say this. I need Radobaan. Need Radobaan. Alright. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Just run over here. Add Rotten Vale real fast. Manage investigations. Let's go by target. And then we're going to look for Radobaan, right? Well, we've got this one, but it's Radobaan and Basilgues. Oh, and max players too. Hopefully somebody else has it. Lily posted a quest. Let's go see. Choose join quest. Available quests. Let's see. Actually, we need this one right here. We're looking for Radobaan parts. I should have been specific. I'm sorry. Perfect. Thank you, James, for posting. Yeah, I should have been specific. General Disrac says, Gameconomist, go to the provisions manager. Near him should be a lady named Fish Aficionado. Go to the provisions manager. Near him should be a lady named Fish Aficionado. Over here? What are you talking about? The provisions manager. Fun fourth. Oh, right here. Oh. Dab booty. Wow. Thigh gap. Alright. Let's run up here and have our meal. Should be a lady named Fish Aficionado. Yeah, but she smells fishy, you know what I mean? Alright, we'll have the meat platter. 50, that's rookie numbers. Does Gameconomist join my quest? What are you talking about? Demonetized? Probably. Actually, I haven't been demonetized in a little while. How nice is that? It's been like a whole week. It's been like a whole week and I haven't been demonetized. I think my last demonetized stream was Lupastra. She's a good fish wife. I like fish and I like the handler. Gameconomist, have you ever streamed with another person while playing Monster Hunter, or are you just mainly solo? I would say I'm mainly solo. Austin's like, I'm James, this is my quest. Rababob. Stream for 1 more hour so I can say good morning. Well, let me see how... Yeah, it looks like we'll be streaming for just about 1 more hour. Just about 1 more. Eat this real fast. I'll just follow them. Here he is. Grrr. Come back here, bitch. Oh, he's getting wrecked now. Car's broken. Here comes Basilgues. Brrr. Get him, Bazooks. This isn't a capture quest, right? I don't think it is. You cart, you wake up to fish aficionado. You double cart, you wake up to her and the handler. If you triple cart, Leshen grabs you and sticks his stick up your behind. What? What are you talking about? How'd you get up here, Bazooks? Ouch. Poor Radobaan, man. Ouch. James isn't gonna get to... Oh, he is. Roar! Antonio Molina says, I just tried spread with glutton and I've never felt more dirty in my life. It can be pretty strong. He's gonna die before he gets captured. Look at those blue eyes. Now just imagine like some epic Star Wars music right now. It'd be the most ridiculous thing. Oh my god, you kidding me, Bazooks? He's gone, nice job. Easy. Get out of here, Radobaan. You cart and Bazooks knows your location. Wow, I'd never gotten the Radobaan medulla before, huh? That's crazy. Here's a bitter bug. Grab these bones. And we'll grab these bones as well. Gotcha, suckers. James was like, now can I be in the squad? You think it's that easy, James? Are you going to do a Lavasi at the stream? I could. I don't really want to be honest. I think I'm over decoration farming. If I don't have the decoration, I'm just going to play without the decoration. And that's the way it's going to be. It's just not worth it, you know? Ray Jane will finally teach people to bring dung pods. I want to see Ray Jane be a hunter with another hunter. He grabs two hunters. You get pinned twice by Ray Jane. You know, each hunter gets pinned once together. And then he just bangs the hunters together. He just grabs them and smacks them together like they're two fish. And he's knocking them out. Oh, I'm extra tired tonight. Let's get up here. And let's go ahead and upgrade equipment. Focus, Constitution, Guard. Here we are. We have everything we need now, huh? We need a Vaal Hazak gem for the last level. Interesting. Vaal Hazak. Vaal gold rewards. I'm going to jump down and check too, because I might have a good one. What leg armor is Gameconomist using? This is the Lunastra leg armor. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Kol Tarat leg armor. It's because we fought Xeno'jiiva earlier and I never changed. Target. Vaal Hazak. Oops. I got this one. All right. Well, let's join first. Let's check to see what people have. Just events going. All right. All right, there we go. So we're looking for a Vaal gem. James posted a quest. It's too late, James. It's too late. Let's jump back to the Empress Greaves. Do I have any miasma decorations at all? Looks like I don't. Darn. Okay. Well, how about more protection decorations? Those would work as well. Nope. That would be too easy. Alright. I'm just going to use anything. I just need to throw stuff on. Whatever. I just need to throw stuff on. Let's get started. Vaal Hazak's so easy. He's not even tempered. It's just regular Vaal. Antonio says glutton augments. What? What are you talking about? Are you asking me what your glutton heavy bowgun augments should be? I think it's affinity and then attack. Yeah, affinity and damage. You can do double affinity alternatively, but I think people generally choose affinity and damage. Affinity and attack. Fun fact, there's a behemoth with wings. Yep, that's true. That's accurate. Ta-da! Do 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 do. Man, I should have some music to play in the background. Wow, I haven't done this in a while. Just got this god bug. Doing some gathering. Eric and Sylvia come crawling back. What are you talking about? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like how the first thing people go for is not the teeth? What the heck, guys? What are you doing, James? That sucks. That sucks too. Wow. I'm terrible. I haven't done this in a while, the Vaal teeth. I just wanted them to fall on him. They don't fall like other boulders. They fall directly down, so they actually have a much smaller hit zone value. I'm sorry, not hit zone value. They have a... I use that term too much. They have a much smaller hitbox. Guess I should have thought of it that way. One, 2, 3, 4. Boop. Okay. Bring them all back. Oh, that's not a hill right there? Certainly looks like one. Oh. Ho-ho! We dodged it. Part broken. Ah, getting interrupted. Can't even. Ouch. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, second mount. He's flying. Please just fall down. Here we go. Come on, are you gonna be that way? There it goes, okay. We're just gonna do a fast tap. There we go. He's down. Get him back down on the ground with my teammates. God dang it, I hate it when that happens. You use the brutal upcharge, the brutal upswing in order to get close, and then it actually just throws you up in the air past him. So that you're not on his head anymore. KO? Should have had my flash pods ready. I should have just flashed them right there. Let's go ahead and sharpen. What if Vaal's miasma ailment could take control of the hunter if left untreated? Ah, that'd be weird. Gosh dang it, the charge blade sadist. It's so annoying, it always knocks you down. Ah, he got me. He's gone. Nice job. So I need a Vaal gem. Carapace. Come on, give me that gem. I'm betting I won't get one because I carved a gem off of Kushala Daora, So it would just be too lucky to get a gem right away. Gameconomist, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck a lot of wood. Conchus make Gachalakas look like Kelby. Matt Cicero says, so you believe yourself a pariah, full of virtue and faith. Death will not make you a martyr. No, you fall as all do eventually. Excerpt from my Sonic X Billy Ray Cyrus slice of life fanfic. What the frick? Fish aficionado would love Vaal Hazak. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Think I'm gonna need an adult. Ah, no gem. So what we could do is we could spend our print on him, or get to pick up the gem, right? Because he's not really a monster I want to fight that much of, but I don't know. I don't want to do it. We might have to fight him again. Mortal Gameconomist. Mortal Kombat. Gameconomist is an excellent rapper. Nope. I'm an excellent talker. I'm an excellent talker because I can say words and mess up only a few of them. How do you like your fans, Gameconomist? Well, fans usually blow air on my feet at night to keep my feet cold, so I like them a lot. Whoop, nope, we're going to investigations. We're going to post another Vaal investigation. Same one. Gameconomist, you taught me so much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, King. I'm glad to hear that. I have more tricks on my sleeve when Iceborne comes out. And new monsters, whew, I'll be sweating bullets when the new monsters come out. I'll be very excited for that. Gameconomist, check your charm. Why do I need to check my charm? I already know I need a Vaal gem, so... We have Asuna Yuki, James Gregory, and Sarmentus. Fish aficionado is all you need. Capcom has said explicitly that Kulvtaroth weapons will not be rendered useless in Iceborne. Really? That is interesting to hear. TechoZero, if you're on Discord, I'd love to have a link to that as some evidence. Let's go ahead and eat a tack of large. I can hear my cat meowing. My wife is probably sleeping in the bedroom with the door closed, and my cat went in to be with her. Well, Among Us says, my disappointment is immeasurable in my days ruined. Oh, yeah. Review Brow, right? How's he doing, by the way? I remember he kind of blew up for a little while, and I haven't gone back to watch his stuff again since then. Gameconomist, what's the first Monster Hunter game you played? This Monster Hunter game is the first one I played. I did go and play Monster Hunter GU as well later, afterwards. What do you think about your fans? Wait, I already asked that. You already asked that question. I think that my fans are great. Clorox Bleach says, what platform are you going to stream on tomorrow? Very likely PC. Balmain says, Kiara Ice at least probably will still be useful. That thing is broken AF. Gameconomist, I really need them handicrafted and free element jewels. I farmed the names Lavasia for 2 hours. That sucks. I hope you get them. Review Bruh is canceled. What are you talking about? Mad Mud says, what? Monster Hunter World was your first? It sure was. And there were people from the community were like all beating up on me when I first started playing. They're like, you can't play that way. You're wrong. Wrong. You suck at this game. It was pretty toxic, but I didn't care, and I kept playing. It's a fun game. Yeah, I still remember that. It's pretty toxic. Toxic. Here's a fun fact. In Pokemon, I enjoy tank Pokemon that use toxic, and then they're just hard to kill. Those are fun. There's literally a pinned comment on your own Discord about Kulvtaroth weapons, lol. Okay. That's cool. I have to see that. There's a lot that happens in the Discord in a day, and I don't always keep up with it all. I try to, but it's a lot, and I'm usually streaming or working on a video. Look at this Barnos. Get back here. Oh, he's out. I should kill a few of those guys. I probably need them. Alright, he's coming. Discovered Vaal Hazak. Wow. Wow, that's really cool, man. Get over here, Val. You know where you want to stand under these teeth. So the teeth fall straight down. They're not like the boulders in Elder's Recess that have like a long horizontal hit zone. These have just a straight, small hit zone. And you have to drop it right on top of them. It's actually a little more challenging. Nice. He's not gonna come over. He's gonna shoot a beam. Yeah. Beam time. Ouch. Nice job. There's a mount. Bree! Ah. Uck. Give me that tail. Ah. I actually didn't mean to slide that time. I didn't realize you could slide there. Now I know. Nice job, nice job. Ouch. Am I gonna be KO'd? No KO, not yet. Ouch. Okay, I'm definitely gonna be KO'd, right? Nope. No KO. Why would it be KO'd? Stop it. Ouch. He's ready for second mount at this point. I almost flashed him. Nice job, nice job. There's second mount. Oh, did he get knocked off? Gameconomist, I play 95% of the game with randoms on PC and it's about to cause an aneurysm. Any advice? Join our Discord. Easy. You can join our Discord and there's a channel called #PC where you can talk to other PC players and another channel called Session Chat ID. Session ID Chat, there we go. Where people post their sessions and ask for help and you can ask for help by saying, hey, join my session and do this thing with me. So it's good for Kulv Taroth sessions especially. He's dead. Nice job, everyone. Da-da. I honestly wouldn't take KO decorations with the 4-man squad because it takes longer to stun and whatnot. What are you talking about? I got a lustrous scale. What? Oh, and why am I not carving? That's so weird. Do you guys remember when the game came out and you could interrupt your teammates from carving? Oh, there's a tail to carve over there too, huh? Ah, darn. No gem. That's too bad. You can get a gem from the tail, so let's see. Whoa, I got a gem. Nope. Vaal Hazak tail. Let's craft there. Let's get this Raffinos. Nice job. Is it Raffinos or Refinos? Val's scream is cute. No, it's not. If you don't get a gem, I call hacks. Hey, there we go. We got it. We actually did get a gem. No reason to call hacks now. And we got a dragon resist jewel. Look at that. Pretty good. You should see how my cat's sleeping. It's so cute. Alright, we should be able to craft the next level of our guard decoration. A guard charm, I should say. So we should be able to get to guard 2. See, that fight would be perfect for the Luigi's Mansion soundtrack. Vaal Hazak. Perfect. Let's jump over to the workshop. That's how my brain works. I'm always wondering about how music pairs up with what you're watching. Let's go ahead and upgrade the guard charm. There it is, the level 3 guard charm. I'm gonna mark that off our list of things, right? We're done with that one. Where is it? That one's a pretty good one, I'd say, because it pairs with quite a few weapons. It's important for several fights. So there's the wide range charm. I am a fan of wide range. Have we already started wide range charm? We have not. Let's go ahead and forge charms. Where's the wide range? We'll find it. Nope. Wide range is one of those charms where it doesn't matter if you have lots of the decorations. The charm's just very efficient. Ah, Tzitzi-Ya-Ku, huh? There's a fight you don't think you're ever going to go back to, but apparently we are. Tzitzi-Ya-Ku time. Let's go down to the trade yard and see if we have any investigations for Tzitzi-Ya-Ku. Show us your Poogie. Brick Frog says, if you ever need art for your videos, let me know. Can't support you monetarily, but would be willing to show you love through my art. For sure, man. I wouldn't really know what to ask for, though. Because I'm terrible with art. Let's go ahead and manage investigations. And let's look for Tzitzi-Ya-Ku. There it is. It is Tzitzi-Ya-Ku. What a name. Capture. Oh, well, that's pretty good. Let's go with that one. Okay, we're posting a Capture Tzitzi-Ya-Ku quest. And this is so that we can get to work on that charm. Capture Tzitzi-Ya-Ku. Godterra Boy says, skip PlayStation 4 after you do Xbox or I will put you in the door. Why is it? Because PlayStation would have gotten an extra turn. Technically, they did. The players did, but I wasn't really playing on my PlayStation 4 account for 2 of the other runs. Do you play any instruments? Nope. I did play the violin for a year. Like, I took actual instructions with the teacher for a year, and you know, I was gradually improving my skills and being able to read sheet music. And then I played a little bit of piano because my sister took like, it was like 2 or 3 years of piano. So I was doing violin and she knew piano, right? It's just normal. And then I just totally stopped. Uh, Back when I was in college, I was enjoying kind of making music in GarageBand on my iPad. I really enjoyed that. I think I enjoy that more than trying to play an instrument. But inevitably, I got into YouTube, and YouTube offers a way for me to make things, and much more successfully than if I tried to pursue music. That's right, I have some secret hidden music that you guys have never heard of. Let's go ahead with Attack Up Large. Thoughts on the new variants in Iceborne? They look like differently colored versions of the monsters we've fought. I'm not too excited for the variants, to be honest with you. I think they'll be fun. Maybe the moves will be so different that it'll be like a really fun, exciting fight. Part of me doubts it. Part of me thinks, based on what I've seen, part of me thinks the moves are going to be slightly altered, right? Because that's kind of what they are. They're going to mess around with some things we've never messed around with before, especially ailments. And then you're going to be able to craft some different looking weapons, probably most of which won't matter because only a few of them will actually be the meta. And then, much like many of the tier 2 monsters we have right now in the base game, they will quickly become irrelevant. So what interests me most not are the variants, but what's going to be the endgame fights. That's what interests me most for Iceborne. Low rank? Oh no. I didn't see it. We needed a low rank Kieran for that charm? What do you think about the new Iceborne armor sets? What do I think about the new Iceborne armor sets? I haven't seen them, Clorox Bleach. I purposefully don't really intend to look at them until I'm actually in the game. And I don't get too excited over armor sets these days. I mostly care about game balance, like what's going to make you powerful. Let's go ahead and return from quest. Sorry, guys. What should I build for sword and shield? Weakness exploit and crit boost 3 and the Draken armor set for Master's Touch. Alternatively, you might do the Teostra set. Alright. So weakness exploit 3, white sharpness, crit boost, Master's Touch. Those are the things. VSVP says, Coral Puke has a hydro cannon I instantly went like, yep, that's a true water attack. King and I says, what are some of your favorite bands? Nine Inch Nails, by far, is my favorite band. There's not much competition with him. He's been my favorite musician since I was younger, and I just continue to love his music. And then also, if you want to talk about mainstream bands, the other one would be Radiohead. Big Radiohead fan. Other than that, everything else is just kind of sprinkled around. But those two I keep a close eye on. And then a whole bunch of classical music and video game music as well, I suppose. Let's go ahead. So I needed low rank Tzitzi. Is that right? Let's grab a low rank Tzitzi. God, man, I hate fighting easy monsters. They're so boring. Easy monsters are not fun. I like difficult monsters. Brick Frog's like, I love Nine Inch Nails. Let's see. Bottled puke water. You can buy the gems and skip the endgame fight, but those low rank parts. Go get them. That's right. That's right. You better go get them. And before Radiohead fans get triggered by saying they're mainstream, well, he essentially is. I would say, well, you know, he's not like hardcore mainstream, but I mean, like, he's pretty well known. So is Nine Inch Nails. Nine Inch Nails is basically mainstream. And that's why I pointed them out, because they're probably the bands you've most able to relate to or be like, oh yeah, I like that music. Radiohead is lame Zoomer music. What are these new terms? Boomer, Zoomer, or whatever? It's funny, because people started using it, and I was like, what are you talking about? The Boomer generation's really old. Minx goes, it's actually super deep. What a troll, Minx. Sometimes it's nice to hunt an easy monster after doing something hard and possibly frustrating. TL goes, I hope that they don't have Master Rank Behemoth, Master Rank Dragon stuff. Sounds gross. You never know. Hasten recovery. Guys, it's then what? You're a boomer. Yeah, I heard about that, Minx. I finally looked it up. I'm like, why are people accusing me of being a boomer? And it didn't make any sense to me. I had to actually go look it up on the internet. It was pretty funny. Have a sip of my Monster Energy drink. When did that start, by the way? What was the origin of that? King of Night says he likes Metallica, the Rolling Stones, and Moody Blues. Alright, very nice, man. Let's run off and kill Tzitzi. That's what we're fighting. Yeah, Nine Inch Nails hasn't made he hasn't made quite the same music that he used to make. I really liked his soundtracks for The Social Network and Gone Girl, especially Gone Girl. Whew, man, that soundtrack was so beautiful. And but I haven't heard him make any like mind-blowing tracks in a long time that are more like his industrial rock style music. I don't know, he's gotten a lot older. I listened to the music he made with his wife. The I can't remember the name of it. How to Destroy Angels. I think that's the name of her little. It's the trio is him, his wife, and Atticus. Yeah. So not bad. Oh, he got me. 4chan and some other 30-something talking about how he still had it when going to a club. I still got it. Oh man, the internet is really cringy. Oh no, what am I doing? We don't have to capture this guy, right? Yeah, we just have to kill him. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Wow, that's a 90s band. Well, I guess Nine Inch Nails technically is too, but what happened to Red Hot Chili Peppers? They stopped making music. I haven't heard of any new Red Hot Chili Peppers music in a long time. Although occasionally you hear their old stuff on the radio. They're okay, yeah. Mother's Milk is my jam. What's your favorite video game OST? Ooh, there's a tricky one. I'm a fan of a lot of video game soundtracks, so I can point you toward all kinds of different soundtracks. Let me try to name a few. There's Deference for Darkness from Halo ODST. That's a really good one. From the Minecraft soundtrack, there's the, what is it called? Warmth. It's called Warmth, yeah. Also Concrete Halls, I like that one as well. There's a lot, actually. It's like every game I play, there's usually one or two soundtrack that really sticks with me. So I'd have to stop and think about it all. It's quite a lot. For Monster Hunter, actually, one of my favorite Monster Hunter World, the song I've enjoyed the most, besides the Basilgeuse theme, which is pretty pumped up, actually the intro to Monster Hunter, if you've ever stopped and listened to it, is very calming. My cat's meowing. Meow. Meow. The Dark Souls soundtrack had a lot of music that was pretty good in it, especially the Ringed City soundtrack. Oh my gosh, like every song in the Ringed City is really good. Okay, what are we doing? We're checking on that wide range charm. Mario 64, the water song. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of the song. It's the water song. Also the Koopa song as well. What was it called? Oh man, I can't remember the name of this music anymore. Actually, I have a music folder. I could probably look in it. I have a music folder that I use for doing background music in my videos. Jump over here. I have a whole bunch. And I'm always trying to expand it, but I haven't expanded it in a while. Let's go ahead and choose Forge Equipment. Charms. Just a windproof charm. Here it is, wide range. Equip now, yes. And then we're going to choose upgrade. Oh my god. So we could have killed that Tzitzi-Ya-Ku anyways, the one that we backed out of, because we need that for the wide range. So let's go set it up. Let's go set it up. Nope, it's an investigation. So let's see. I've got this one here, Last Ninja, Central Park OST. That one's pretty good. Downwell OST from Razor Girl. Oh, I've got a lot, guys. The Minecraft update aquatic music, Shunji, Axol, how's it pronounced? Axolotl, and Dragonfish, C418 Clark, Borderlands 2 Ice. I mean, I just have this huge list of music, and it's all music I enjoy. It's the Skyrim soundtrack, obviously. Who doesn't like that? There's music from Castle Crashers, actually. Space Pirates, Spanish Waltz. It's funny, people recognize that stuff. Toxic Avenger from the Fury soundtrack. Banner soundtrack, Banner 2. Man, a lot of good soundtracks out there. Video games are surprisingly good at taking unknown artists, unknown soundtrack artists, and giving them fame, you know? Like, we hear a lot of crappy, I don't know, I guess the word is like mainstream music, and it's hard to find good hipster music, and surprisingly, video games generate a lot of high quality hipster music that nobody's ever heard of from unknown artists. Really nice. Yeah, video games are real good at it. I'm trying to remember one I did. It was the something tree. Let me see if I can look it up in my music folder. If I type in tree. Oh yeah, it's called the morning tree. Not like time of day morning, but like sad morning. Yeah, it's called the morning tree, and that whole soundtrack was crazy good. It's like this. It was actually categorized as classical music, and it was like at the top of the charts for UK's classical music chart for a while, until there was like some internal fight about how it should be categorized, and it was recategorized as video game music, and then it fell off the chart because it wasn't allowed to be there. But when it was allowed to be there, it was actually at the top of the charts. The Everybody's Gone to Rapture soundtrack. If you haven't heard that, it's good. It's a good soundtrack. It's surprising to think that just some amateur person on a computer made that soundtrack, because it is so good. Morningwood, that's right, Alex S. Alright, let's go find Tzitzi-Ya-Ku. Hotline Miami, yep, they had a bunch of synthwave in it. I remember that because I was sifting through it, trying to find clips from it for my Dark Souls videos and wondering if any of it was going to be copyrighted. Come on. Where is he? Here he is. My man, Tzitzi-Ya-Ku. Look, he doesn't even attack. He's just a cool guy, and we come in and attack him. We're basically muggers. We're the bad guys here. Let's be honest, guys. We're like a biker gang. Ouch. This poor Tzitzi-Ya-Ku just trying to defend himself. What a pity. The Shamos are just bystanders. Titsy. Bakak, bakak. Chicken noises and intensify, that's right. Alright. That's 2 pods. Darn. Yeah, he's definitely escaping. Is Iceborne gonna be G rank? No, it's gonna be M rank. Ha ha ha! Got him. Why do you wake him up? Can you guys hear my kitty meowing? Kitty, what are you meowing about? She's lonely. What are you meowing about? New Blade Runner was a bore. I actually agree, Wallamanga. By the end of the Blade Runner movie, I had like a headache. I was like, oh, I feel like I've been physically assaulted by a movie. They made it too long and too like stressful in a very abstract way. All the sounds were being blared at you. The visuals were like ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of it was very cool, and there was a lot of artistic angles that they took on everything, but it's like, for the amount of pain you go through watching it, and then the ending is so dull, it's just like, haha, twist. And you're like, oh, okay. OG Blade Runner is where it's at. Zix says, I can't see Ryan Gosling's face and now want to punch it. Ryan Gosling would make for a giant tree in theater's place. Kajira says, I'm going to enter the 7th grade this month. Any tips for the school year? Yes. Study really hard and don't play too much. You can play when you have a nice job. So pretty much exactly what your parents will tell you. It's the truth. That's why they tell you it. It's the truth. All right, let's go ahead and leave this expedition. Yep. Companies want to know if you're better than your classmates. That's what companies want to know. And then the companies that realize you're better than your classmates hire you pretty fast. You get a job right away. Don't care what people think. What? Gameconomist reads my comments when I'm not asking him something. That's true. Ryan Gosling was great in The Nice Guys. The Nice Guys. Do not care about social status. Stay away from cigarettes, alcohol, and drugs. Actually, that's good advice. I guess since I was homeschooled, I didn't have to deal with any of that. So I didn't have to deal with girls. I didn't have to deal with drugs. So I guess I don't think of that. Yeah, don't do drugs, kids. Study real hard. It's kind of like all of life, isn't it? It never really changes. You leave school, but it's like there's still all this stuff you could do that you shouldn't be doing with your life. Lots of it. Like, for example, buying Pokemon cards. No, I'm just kidding. Let's jump up to the workshop. Get good at sports real quick. Then you get that college tuition paid for by being on a team. Let's go ahead and upgrade equipment. Lord Crunch says, yo, I'm homeschooled. Make sure you learn. Make sure you learn stuff. All right, look at that. We're done with the friendship charm. We can go ahead and mark that off the list. Very good. All we had to do was kill a couple of Tzitzi's. All right, so Partbreaker actually, the Partbreaker charm is on the list, but I don't actually think Partbreaker deserves to be there. Because once you get the decorations, it's really not that valuable anymore. Constitution is actually valuable because it gives you 3 levels and there's no like armor substitute for Constitution. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Go to upgrade equipment. Defense, focus, Constitution. We already have it. And it says we need an Odogaron gem. Actually, how long have we been streaming? No, we got time. Let's go ahead and get that Odogaron set up. Let's go down to the trade yard. Odogaron is actually very valuable for everyone in this stream because the Odogaron gems are virtually always valuable. Any Rarity 7 weapon uses Odogaron gems if you want affinity. So it's one of the most valuable gems in the game. Okay. Oop. Oh, actually, we will register a bounty. Let's do Flora. That one's... Oh, actually, let's do... Hold on. Flying Wyvern capture. Let's trade this out with investigation. There it is. Odogaron. That one's okay. Looks like that's the only one. I'm going to say Odogaron. Alright. Run over here. Well, let's see what people are saying. Silent Wolfie says, do you like RPGs like Final Fantasy? Mixed feelings on that, Silent Wolfie. If it's an RPG that's primarily driven by story, I actually do not. For example, Mass Effect. So I played... Mass Effect was the game that I started my YouTube channel on. And the reason I got into it was actually the multiplayer. The multiplayer was really good. It's a really fun multiplayer in Mass Effect 3 anyways, in my perspective. However, I was never even going to buy the game. And then ex-girlfriend of mine wanted to play the story mode in it, which would have been an RPG game. And she finished that, and then she was done with the game, and that's when I started the multiplayer. So, yeah, I'm a fan of RPGs if they're primarily... kind of like Monster Hunter, where you can just play over and over and over again and there is no story, right? Like when we go in to fight Arch-Tempered Nergigante, there's no story. You're just fighting Arch-Tempered Nergigante. And it's all about just getting better at... As soon as it says press option and take items. What is he talking about? Wick Witted says you're $499,999 closer to being a millionaire. Congratulations. Thanks, Seawick. Whew, sweating bullets over here. Gonna have to warn my wife that I'm too wealthy now. Alright, let's see if anyone posted anything. Nope, they did not. Let's go ahead and post our own then. Oh no, it's only two-player Odogaron. Alright, I will just tell them that I need Odogaron. Hopefully somebody posts something good. Hypertian says, I love Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but I hate it for being the first non-sports game on consoles to have loot boxes. It made me sick. I know exactly what you're talking about, and after it became a huge hit for Mass Effect, what happened was, I believe EA's president or something like that came out and said, from now on, all EA games will have a multiplayer component. He said that, and then later on down the road, Mass Effect Andromeda is released, is hot garbage. Personally, I think one of the biggest reasons it's garbage is because they got rid of the Epic engine and they went with this Cryofrost engine or whatever it's called, and it just never felt the same again after that. It never felt like Mass Effect after that. And anyways, the multiplayer component to Andromeda was just so trashy and bad compared to Mass Effect 3. It just felt terrible. It made you realize that brands alone don't do it. It's the developer behind the brand. It really is. Really important. That's why you get celebrity developers. Developers. Brick Frog says, I love your content. Always appreciate your intelligent perspective on some of my favorite games. Keep it up, sir. No problem, Brick. Glad to hear that. Silent Wolfie says, I see. I was going to recommend one, but I guess it's not going to be your thing since it's just story and solo player. Still, you could look for the OST maybe. Well, you know, Pokemon's an RPG, and I'm considering playing Pokemon. And Bloodborne didn't have any kind of multiplayer component. We played through Bloodborne, and it's kind of an RPG. But keep in mind, when I played through Bloodborne, basically I didn't pay attention to any of the story because I'm... Sylvia says, only have capture 2 people, 2 gold. I'm going to say post it. It's a 2 gold quest, which means it's better than the one I have. I just need an Otogaron gem. They aren't loot boxes, they're surprise mechanics. Oh my god. Oh. The greed. The greed. Gambling isn't... Gambling's a surprise mechanic. This is not alcohol, it's happy sauce. Ooh, that's a good one. Look at that, double gold and a silver. But yeah, so what's interesting, like I said, Andromeda's multiplayer really did not do well. It was just poorly designed, and once again, it was just another microtransaction fest. And funny enough, then they announced Star Wars Battlefront. Oh, sweet!
Small nightly shuckle.
Small nightly shuckle. Thank you, TR Anthony. Whew. TR Anthony, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and pick up Attack Up Large. What was I saying, though? Right, so Andromeda fails, and then they release Star Wars Battlefront 2, and people immediately notice, what? The loot boxes, and that totally destroys the reputation of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I mean, it basically, in as short as like a week, became a destroyed game, and there were stock analysts who were talking about how the Star Wars Battlefront was never going to recover from the damage that's been done. And all of this because EA says we gotta have loot boxes in multiplayer. That's what we gotta have. And I mean, I guess in one sense it's an interesting idea, but I feel like yeah, I don't know. And then they released, what did they release? Anthem, right? So BioWare owns Anthem. So, and these are all I'm sorry, not BioWare. EA publishes Anthem because Anthem's another BioWare game. So you had Mass Effect 3 introduces microtransactions into the multiplayer. People are kind of shocked by this, but it works. It's not bad. It's actually a really fun multiplayer. But then Andromeda is like this worse version of Mass Effect 3 somehow, and yet it's still full of all the same microtransactions, and it just totally flops. And then Battlefront 2, which is not, it's not actually BioWare doing Battlefront 2, obviously, but it is also published by, I believe it's also published by EA, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it's the same idea. They're like, you know, it would be great is if we loaded this with microtransactions, and that failed. And then Mass Effect's releasing their game that they're really gambling on. They really need it to be a win. It's Andromeda. And Andromeda is just another low-quality multiplayer with, guess what, microtransactions. And it's like, here's the deal. You can have microtransactions. You actually can. I think that my experiences with gaming have shown me when microtransactions work and when microtransactions fail. What happens is when you're doing microtransactions in your game has to be so fun that players are willing to overlook the annoyance of the, oh man, it's Basil poop. And it's a capture Otogaron, is it? Let's run back and grab well, you know what? We'll do some damage first because we've got our temporal mantle on. So basically what I'm saying is the game has to be so fun that people are willing to overlook the annoyance that there's microtransactions in their game. And that's the key. And so like everyone's mad, oh, Star Wars is play to win. I guarantee you, if Star Wars was fun enough, people would, maybe they would still point it out, maybe they would still complain, but the game wouldn't have seen a max exodus of players leaving it. Because it's not necessarily just the microtransactions themselves that cause the game to fail. I mean, it's when the game's kind of like mediocre and cookie cutter and doesn't innovate, and you know, you paid $60 for it already and you're already kind of going, ah man, was this even worth $60? And then you see them just trying to squeeze the orange juice out of you for even more money for the microtransactions, and you're like, dude, these guys are rip-off artists. That's what happens. So you can get away with microtransactions in your $60 video game. The quality of the game has to be so good, though. It really does. And I think that's the trick. And I think that EA has seen a string of games basically fail at this. The game's not fun enough to justify the microtransaction. Another great example is definitely Destiny. Destiny 1 had some microtransactions in it near the end. Destiny 2 also had microtransactions in it. Nobody really complained too much about microtransactions in Destiny 1. You know why? Because people generally had a favorable view of Destiny 1. Then Destiny 2 comes out, and we're all like, okay, they've learned so much from Destiny 1 that Destiny 2 is going to be mind-blowing and blah, blah, blah. And it comes out, and it's like, it's inferior to Destiny 1. It's actually a worse game. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It's inferior to Destiny 1. And what are they doing? They're squeezing the orange juice out of you. They're like, here you go. Go ahead and buy all these microtransactions, won't you? And it's like, why are you charging us for all these microtransactions? And really what Destiny had a problem with is it had a terrible content drought, right? Like, we waited all this time for Destiny 2 to come out. And right in the first year, they're already having problems with the content drought. But you know what they didn't have a problem with? Microtransactions. They have like 1 billion available microtransactions for you to waste your money on, and everyone just saw right through it. They're just like, dude, you're just here for the money. You're not here to please your customers. You're here for the money, and you made a mistake with us, you know. And that's how you lose your customers, really. And when you lose your customers, your brand dies. And I think that's the risk that companies take when they try to monetize too hard. So monetization, I think, unlike a lot of people, I actually am not that irritated by microtransactions. What I understand is when you're making a video game, you got to make money. Your job is, we live in a capitalistic society. Your job is to make as much money as you can make. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't actually have a problem with that. I'm glad that they're able to hire a bunch of engineers and make a bunch of money, right? That's great. That means that they made something that society found valuable, and then they earn a bunch of money on it. But when they get too greedy with the way that they administer this monetary system, then instead of doing that, they actually have made a mistake and they've hurt their brand in their own selfishness. And I think that's actually the big risk of microtransactions in video games, is when you are clearly not offering the value to the consumer that you should be offering, and then you've spent plenty of time working on the microtransactions. Oh gosh, dang it, man! So many interruptions. It's too early for the. I think it's too early for the trap, right? Yeah, that's okay. I've still got my trap, so we're good. Alright, but yeah, so I'm ranting about a bunch of stuff. I'm ranting about microtransactions. One of the things I actually don't like is when people go off on microtransactions as if they don't deserve it to be in games at all. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that video games still cost $60 in 2019, even though the graphics have gone way up, the expectations have gone way up. Multiplayer netcode has become more complex, and the expectations for multiplayer have gone way up. So in every regard, a video game should cost way, way, way more than it did 10 years ago, but they pretty much don't. All the games are pretty much the same price they've ever been. So video game companies are forced to find ways to afford to develop these games and still turn an appropriate profit off, turn as much profit as they can, more than their competitor, right? So video game companies are faced with that challenge, and we're so mad at our favorite developers for making more money and having monetization systems like, microtransactions. But yeah, it doesn't bother me as much. What bothers me is if I spend $60 on the game and I feel like I didn't get that $60 back, but that game is loaded with microtransactions. So that's the real problem. And it is probably an especially challenge for video game companies, right? Because how are you supposed to know that your game doesn't deserve microtransactions, right? Like, oh, this game shouldn't have microtransactions, it's not good enough, right? How do you make that decision? It must be really, really tough. Oh, we captured him, good. I was about to say, we're not supposed to kill. Am I pushing the wrong button? There it goes. Wait, can I not carve this? I want to carve. Oh, I did carve. Alright. Mink says, counts which country you're from. Concuck friends now pay $80 for games. Whew. $80 for a video game. See, that's tough, man. That's a lot. Alright. We did not get a gem, unfortunately. Johnson says, I disagree. I like how Monster Hunter World charges for additional content, but it does not affect the balance of the game. Huh? I don't know if he's directing that at me. Tyler Rabito says, imagine if you could capture Elder Dragons. Just seeing Xeno'jiiva in the trade yard would be funny. Yeah, that would, actually. They should add a snowy area to Monster Hunter World. Don't you agree? Are you a fan of Keishu movies at all? Well, I'm generally not a fan of any movies. I don't like to watch too much TV, or I don't like to watch too much movies. I prefer to be playing a video game. Alright, I'll join it again if he's got that quest again, actually. I don't know if he's got it. The number of participants are over the limit. Hey, there we go. Is that a 4-man? That looks like a 4-man, but no one's allowed to die. Hunt Odo Garen. Odo Garen. Video games. Yeah. I want to see video games do well, but I want to make sure if they do well, it's because, you know, I'm having fun. And that's always how it should be. You should always be having fun. If something about a game makes the game less fun, then they've effed it up. Hey, we got feline insurance. Now we got 2 lives. Perfect. It's about as good as it can get in terms of feline food skills. Ancient Lushan is Canadian. Think about it. It's because he got moose antlers, guys. He is, in fact, Canadian. Any comments on force versus power shot for bows? Versus? They're not really competing with each other. There's an optimal combo for damage outputting. I don't know what it is, but it may be that you bring the bow's power level up, and then, or the what do they call that? The draw level, and then you use the power shot. Balmain says Capcom is still going strong. They have microtransactions, same as everyone, but lately they've been making quality games. It's good. It's good. That's what you want to hear. Actually, it should just be that way for everyone, honestly. Yeah, when video game companies make a misstep, it's not necessarily ever a good thing. Matt says, how much total time have you put into Monster Hunter World? Probably approaching 3,100 hours. Probably approaching that at this point. I'd say for $60, it's the cheapest entertainment per hour you could ask for. Yep, video game entertainment is pretty affordable. I agree. Ooh, I gotta get rid of the honey in my... Man, you better not die on us. Anyone else hate when their mom plays music really loud and you can't hear? I haven't seen my mom in like 12 years? I think it's about 12 years. She didn't listen to much music. Never heard of what song is that? What? I got Monster Hunter for 10 bucks. Nice. Stop moving! Ouch. Have you successfully soloed Extreme? No, I have not done that. Should though, shouldn't I? It's a tough thing to accomplish. I've thought about trying again, except using even easier weapons than the hammer. God, dude, he keeps jumping. How did that happen? Ouch. Oh. He's exhausted. Running along. Grab this my seed. Grab this herb. Look at these little spiders. Oh, nasty, dude. He's in trouble. What are you doing there, Odegaard? Nice. Finally soloed Arch-Tempered Nergigante thanks to your videos. Thanks. No problem, Travis. I'm glad to hear that. Rainbow says, do you have a Discord? Oh, he's talking to General Disrax. Aiden says, what are your thoughts on the new Monster Hunter World Iceborne that's coming out soon? Oh, I'm excited. Obviously, I play a lot of Monster Hunter, so I'm very excited for Iceborne. Good answer, General Disrex. Doritos Locos Tacos are the bomb. That's right, they're a bomb when you go to the bathroom later and they make your rectum turn inside out. Filthy Liar says, hey Gameconomist, I love you, say it back. Hi Filthy Liar, you're the best. Let's be friends. Still no gem. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Shoot. And we're 2 hours and 12 minutes in. I think we're probably gonna wrap things up. Yeah, let's wrap things up. It is bedtime for me. I can keep playing the next day and the next day and the next day, but it is time to get my beauty sleep. So what did we get done today? We got the Max Might Charm completed, and we got the Wide Range Charm completed. It took us about 2 hours. And we started working towards the Constitution Charm, but we didn't get finished. Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead and do the wave. Show me the wave. Oh, it's under gestures. See, I'm too tired already. There we go. All right, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.